time if I can ask anybody with a cell phone to please either leave it or shut it off for the duration of our service. Can everybody hear me at the back? Today is a special moment, a time where we have all come together to celebrate not one, but two remarkable people that you each shared a unique bond to, Barbara and Paul. They say that love is eternal, a feeling that holds no judgment or time, even in passing. Barb and Paul shared this kind of love, and it is with that love that we have all gathered to remember them. Welcome. My name is Trinity Kuchak, and I'm honored to be here with all of you today as your funeral celebrant. On behalf of the family, thank you for being here both at the funeral home and visiting us through live stream. Your support and presence, I believe, means a lot to the family. It was once written, how far does that little candle throw its beam, so shining its darkness in time of dark, its brightness. This quote speaks of guidance, that through any darkness that the world is faced with, the light from the candle will show you the way. So let us follow this candle's light as we remember Barbara and Paul. I would like to now invite Joe to come up and light our candle as we listen to a tribute song titled Over the Rainbow.
I'm going to do my best. I don't know if I can even do this. I can do my best. Anyway. Okay. Please forgive me. I'm going to cry. Everybody here? Where do I even begin to share all the wonderful things my parents have done and brought to all of our lives? Mom and Dad were loved and had many great friends. They were very close with each of their family members and always kept in touch over the many miles separating them. They loved to travel, and they were fortunate enough to have experienced many places, often with close friends and family. All the pictures they've taken during these trips are a testament to how much they enjoyed their lives together. They took full advantage of those trips and experienced them to their fullest. Some of our fondest memories were made around the kitchen table playing cards. This was their favorite pastime, and believe me, it was always memorable and entertaining. In the heat of the game and while dealing cards, quite a few wine glasses were knocked over. Playing cards was their little piece of Vegas at home. They traveled to Las Vegas many times. Mom loved playing slot machines, and Dad enjoyed visiting all the cool gun shops. It was a win-win for them both. Dad often joked that they should just send Las Vegas a couple $1,000 each year to save them the travel expenses and a few dollars. But where would the fun be in that? Mom's like, no, I'm gonna spend it. During these great get-togethers, Dad would often entertain us with his many military stories, whether you heard it before or not, as they were often repeated. So many. Mom loved to cook and was really great at it too. She took a lot of pride in preparing big, elaborate meals that often could feed an army. There was never a worry of not getting second. I must admit I have inherited this trait, and my family is always asking, is someone else coming to dinner? Mom loved her grandchildren very much. Jake, Marissa, Lee, and great-grandmother Elena. She loved playing with them and often watched over them whenever we needed a break. One year, Mom and Dad bought Jake a Nintendo when video games first became popular for his birthday. Mom and Jake would spend hours in the back room playing, in the bathroom of their house playing video games. And every now and then I would check in on them and find Jake fast asleep beside Mom while she's just still playing happily away. It was so adorable. She wanted to watch him all the time, so she had an excuse to play games. Sadly, we lost Mom in December of 2020. Due to the pandemic, it made it hard to have a service for her. It was a lonely time for us all. This is why we are honoring both of them, both Mom and Dad, together today. After Mom passed away, Dad moved into a senior's residence here in Short Park, where he, after a long time of grieving, learned to thrive and enjoy life again. He made many new friends there and loved his new home. Dad kept busy with many little projects, one of which was making collages of all the pictures of Mom, family, and friends. We brought some here today so you can view his handiwork when we go downstairs for refreshments. His apartment is filled wall to wall with all their memories on display, which he enjoyed looking at every day. He had all his military memorabilia proudly glued to the walls. Dad loved duct tape and used it for anything and everything that needed fixing, attaching, or fastening. He was so excited when the newest technology, alien tape, came on the market. It was his new go-to, and let us just say, he likely would have gotten his dad's deposit back. Mom and Dad made friends easily with their quick wit and generous hearts. They had a way of making everyone laugh and feel comfortable. Their door was always open, and they were loved by all who crossed their path. They will be forever loved, remembered, and greatly missed.
You do a wonderful job, and you're allowed to cry. Thank you, Lori, for sharing those beautiful words and memories of your parents. I would like to now share with you an email from Barb and Paul's longtime friend Bill Johnson, son of Fred and Shirley, whom they met when Paul was stationed at Sioux Lookout in Ontario. I have been thinking about some of the more memorable moments with you and your family. I remember your mom's infectious laugh while playing cards at our place. I would watch them trying to figure out the game. I never could. I remember your mother and mine running around the radar-based grounds while wearing garbage bags and some insane plan to lose weight. The one event I can't get out of my mind is the chicken slaughter day, where our families took delivery of a pile of live chickens to save a couple dollars. The visual of headless chickens running around the yard, coupled with the smell of boiled, disemboweled carcasses, leaves a rather conflicted memory. I smile when I remember it, but not for the memory, but how much your mother would be laughing today telling that story around the card table. My wish for all of you is that soon the memories of your parents will bring a smile to your face and not a tear to your eye. Bill. I would like to now read a tribute from Lori's longtime friend, Michelle. When Lori first brought me home to meet her parents, Barb and Paul, I was excited. Or I would have been if I wasn't working so hard at disappearing. I was very shy. I didn't know what to make of this boisterous family, but it didn't matter. They welcomed me that first day into their kitchen, full of noise and laughter, of love and fun, with everyone talking and arguing, and food and wine, which was inevitably spilled. Sorry about that one. For many years after we'd grown, they made me feel welcome at their table. When I'd stop at Christmas and Easter, or whenever I was in Edmonton, there was always a place for me at their table and a glass of wine. So tonight, as I write this, and remember the best of times in that kitchen, I lift my own glass and toast those happy times. Thank you, Paul and Barb, for welcoming me and all the years between. There is less laughter in the world without you both, and I was privileged to know you, Michelle. Let us now take a moment to watch a tribute video by Darlene, Norma, Bonnie, Ray, and John. We will be watching it through our projection, so it'll just take a couple moments for us to get that started.
We'd like to begin by offering our sincere We'd like to begin by offering our sincere, loving condolences to Lori, Chris, Jake, and Lee, and Jill and John. We loved your parents and grandparents very much, and we got together to reminisce some of the good times, some of the funny times, and the memorable times. Put together just a little something to share our memories, and we'll begin. So many things can be said about this feisty, loving, and generous and adorable couple. Paul had a challenge with your mom, Barb, grandmother, to convince her he was the right person for her. But after he applied his irresistible charms on her, she relented, and they eventually became partners for life. Because Paul was a firefighter in the military, their lives were filled with change, moving, and new experiences. Along the way, they met so many people all over Canada that became lifelong friends. They were very social people. I recall in traveling with them at different spots, they would say that so-and-so lives here, some in PEI, some in Sioux Lookout, some, they just had friends all over the place. Their postings took them from Comox, BC to Ontario with stops in between. Their initial dream was to retire in Comox, but that last move to Edmonton became their home for retirement. But that didn't stop them from partaking in a different kind of moving, traveling. They traveled across country, the United States, and abroad. We had some good times when we traveled out west with them, out east with them, and to Los Angeles with them. In Vegas, Barb was a gambler, and Paul was our congenial driver. Well, Anthony has a story. Anthony has a story for Paul's driving in Vegas. We found out that the police don't look favorably on crossing 6 lanes of traffic without looking to reach a gun shop. We thought we were all going to jail. Relating to guns, Paul loved guns and took great pride in his collection of guns and swords. Anthony has fond memories of his visit to the shooting range with Paul. Paul gave him an experience with guns he would never have had if not for Paul. Barb and Paul loved their children and grandchildren with a deep, forgiving, and generous love. They had a very unique and entertaining relationship. We can still hear Barb saying, and I quote, "For Christ's sakes, Paul!" And his response would always be, "Yes, my sweetie?" There were many other enduring phrases between them, unique to their relationship. When we went to visit them, we were always welcomed with open arms and generosity. Their home became our home. They loved to play cards, any kind of cards, euchre, but especially poker. No sooner were we through the door at their home or them through the door at our home, we would hear, "Get the cards. Who's dealing? Who's not in?" We always had fun and lots of laughs together. Win or lose at cards didn't matter. We were all winners because we were all together. I'll bet there is a big card game going on now with those that went before them. And I also bet there's a glass of wine close by. We love and miss you tons, Barb and Paul.
Norma's expressed most of our shared feelings. Not a whole lot to add, other than a smile that we'll have every time I lose my wife and I call out, "Honey!" So we always enjoyed hearing Paul call for Barb.
Yeah, we were all sitting here reminiscing about, just quality time that we had. And even though Barb and Paul, after they got married and were in the military and traveled, we always stayed connected. And it was whether by phone or visits throughout the years, but we just had so many quality moments together and quality times, either traveling to or traveling from. They were always, great hosts when we were out visiting with them, and they enjoyed our time here. And we have lots of quality moments. There's certainly no time to go through them all, but the one quality moment that's so important right now to focus on is the quality moment they're having right now. And it's a joyous moment in heaven, with all the loved ones, with our mom, with Donald, and all the loved ones that have gone ahead of them that are in heaven, that they're rejoicing that they're there. So even though we're sad here that they're both gone, you know, we're happy that we have something to look forward to. And with those quality moments, we can smile and laugh, and they bring joy.
Yeah. One moment I would like to share was a trip that Larry and I took with Barb and Paul to a favorite spot of ours for a hike. But I can tell you, at the end of it, my sister wasn't happy at all, and her words were, "Don't ever drag me there again!"
They didn't speak their mind much.
But we had fun nonetheless.
The one thing about Barb that was very important was family. When I would talk to her, she'd always ask me, if I was talking to her, she'd ask me about John, or she'd ask me about Ray, and she'd ask me about Darlene, when the last time we got together, and how come we don't get together more often, and she really emphasized the importance of family. So from us to you, just remember that. Your mom and dad thought family was really important. So you have each other to support each other, and just remember to take care of each other.
Let's all keep in touch.
And we're here for you. Call, video, visit, we're here. And we're going to keep those quality moments going and connected.
The road runs both ways, and the telephone goes both ways too. So just remember that. Any of you are welcomed at any time. Love and miss you all.
Yep.
Just remember that even though we're not there in person, we're there in spirit, and our love goes out to all of you.
Yes, love to all.
And Zona gives her greetings as well as her condolences. She couldn't be here with us right now, but she's with us in spirit.
Same with
Yes.
Nancy.
Thank you for sharing that beautiful video with us. I would like to now open the floor to you, to anyone who would like to come up and share in words of who Barb or Paul was to you. Share a funny memory or a memory that will forever be kept in your mind and in your heart. But don't be shy, please. Come on up. I guess we won't be shy. That's okay. While not every moment is easy, and not every memory etched in gold, the final chapters that Barb and Paul gave to you, they did with love and devotion. And to reflect on those moments, let us watch a memorial tribute that the family has put together for us.
could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Oh, I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Only love can make that moment last. Life was new, there was a right to live, each day a page to live, and I remember you then when love was all you were living for, and how you gave that love to me. Only then I knew my heart was free. I was part of you, and you were all of till the white rose blooms again. You must leave me lonely. So goodbye, my love, till then. Till the white rose blooms again. The summer days are ending in the valley, and soon the time will come when we must be apart. But like the rose that comes back with the springtime, you will return to me when springtime comes around. Till the white rose blooms again, you must leave me lonely. So goodbye, my love, till then. Till the white rose blooms again. Till the white rose blooms again. You must leave me lonely. So goodbye, my love, till then. Till the white rose blooms again. Goodbye till then. Goodbye till then. Goodbye till then.
I would like to thank the family so much for sharing those memorable pictures, those smiles, and some of the funny pictures too. Thank you. As a funeral celebrant, many times we do not know the people who have passed. I was very honored to sit with the family as they shared some of the stories of both their mom and dad. I would like to share a couple of those with you right now. Mom. came from a large family, but when her father passed, she became the head of the house, working and raising the family. She was a softie with a heart of gold, and you could be sure she would do just about anything for her family and her friends. There is a Dutch phrase, she had hairy teeth. Now, that is not what you think it is. Rather meaning she was strong with a lot of patience. This was Barb. Barbara loved to go fishing, so family fishing trips were on the top of her list. However, as it was shared with me, she didn't like to get wet. As her son Joe explained, on a fishing trip in the mountains, he had to carry her to ensure that she stayed dry. I think it was only the bottom of the bottle. Dad. Paul, however, was the heavy of the family, having the military in his blood. He enlisted in the Air Force military as a firefighter at the age of 15. Yes, 15, it wasn't legal. It would be 27 years before he would look at retirement, but not fully. When he met Barbara, his focus was on her and her family, so he took a transfer to North Bay as a firefighter at the Air Force Base. His final transfer to Edmonton led him to retire from the Air Force, but continuing his firefighting with the Edmonton International Airport, serving another 15 years before fully retiring in his late 50s. Barbara and Paul left a legacy in everything they did, both together and separately. They taught you all lessons in life that even you may not have known they did. But in the end, it was their strength, acceptance, and love that gave you all wonderful gifts that you can forever hold on to. The future is said to be unknown to all of us, but what we do know is you are here now without the two people you may have thought would never be gone. When we lose someone, our souls go through a change, an emotional state that can come and go. It is based on the relationship that you lived with that person, and the feeling you may feel can give you an uncertainty of life and its meaning, the whys, the hows, the realization that one day it will be us. But knowing all of these feelings are normal is what I want to tell you. If you are feeling your grief, whether it be sadness, anger, or even happiness, let those feelings come out, but don't let them overwhelm you. Washington Irving said it best, there's a sacredness in tears. They are not a mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more expressively than 1,000 tongues. They are messengers of overwhelming grief and unspeakable love. Barb and Paul will be two people who can never be replaced or forgotten. Whether you know both of them or just one of them, accept your tears and expressions of love. Accept the angels in human form who come along with a word, a hug, or even just a memory to share with you. Help each other during the difficult times, the holidays, the anniversaries, or the times you just miss them. But never forgetting the family during these times. Let your emotions come as they will, as your grief will be unique to the relationship that you have with them. To Barb and Paul's family, you are now their legacy and their future. Go forward with the solace. They are with you in whatever you do. Hold on to their memories, and when times get their hardest, find a way to lean on those closest to you, and maybe grab a glass of wine. Play a deck of cards, something they would really love to do with you. Remember, their love is your love, and only you can continue to show it through. As we near the end of our time here, we will shortly be saying farewell to those who are joining us via live stream. For those of you who are here, the family welcomes you to a time of fellowship and refreshments in the reception room downstairs. There is an elevator located just near the front doors for anyone who does require any assistance. Please remain seated until the funeral director gives you guidance out of the chapel. I will now ask those that are able to please join me as we conclude our service with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, and may peace be with all of you.
I'd save every day like a treasure I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time to be